The Democrats' push for 2020 involves big government policies, plans to spend your money. Now, every time history shows they do a big government plan, that plan comes with both higher taxes and fraud. So the question is, why don't you get rid of all the fraud and waste before we take another nickel out of our taxes? Look at this, $141 billion in stolen Medicaid money, total waste, a new case breaking in California. 3 women, a mother-daughter team and a friend, ran a $6 million food stamp fraud scheme where they illegally exchanged food stamps for cash. On and on and on. You see these cases all the time. Let's bring in Wall Street Journal editorial board member Bill McGurn. Great to see you, Bill.
Good to see you.
Doesn't it get infuriating? They always want to take more money, and
it's a prescription for fraud, like food stamps. All you have to have is a supermarket that says, I'll take $100 worth of your food stamps, give you 50 in cash, and they make money. It's just built for that. I think the government estimates, the GAO, something at least $1 billion a year in fraud.
Wow, that's a lot of money. And then the thing is, when Obamacare expanded, 15 million more people came on via Medicaid. Yes, we want to help the poor. We want to help people in this country. But Democrats never, ever talk about how much they are taking out of us in taxes and how much is going out there.
Well, I think that's the point. You know, like if you look at food stamps, look, I'm not against helping people that have reached some difficulty in their lives. But it's become a way of life for millions of Americans. It's something like 20% of the population taking food stamps. That's a trap. I don't want my children stuck in that, right? I want a better life. And that, the Trump administration is trying to put some work requirements in. But I'm beginning to think with these government programs and the Democrats, it actually is about just taking the money. No one really believes that it's going to solve the problem, right, that they solve. I think it's about punishing people who are better off, try to take from them and give to others.
So it really is envy, right?
I think a lot of it is built on it. Who was it who said the tax proposal, tax the rich, didn't care if the results, like if it made it better for the other people? It's really just to equalize, to level.
The tax code is codified envy, if you want to look at it that way. But, so here's the thing. I don't know any time in this country when we've seen so many Democrats running thinking they're going to win in 2020 by raising taxes. That's what Walter Mondale tried.
Yeah, and it's not just taxes. They want to raise spending to incredible levels. You have to get the money from somewhere. I think was it Reagan who said the problem with socialism is you run out of other people's money after a while. And the numbers, I think people aren't quite as scared as they should be because the numbers just seem so unreal. $30 trillion or something.
Even, Nancy Pelosi just said that for the first time. Medicare for all costs $30 trillion.
Right.
We never heard her say that.
Right. No, it's interesting that the speaker, it's so rare for a Democrat to say, wow, this might be too expensive.
Right, exactly. We're in a whole new world. We had Joe Biden talking about how progressive and far left the Democrat Party went. Joe Biden voted for the Reagan tax cuts. So did Chuck Schumer. Ted Kennedy voted for it. And so it's sort of like Joe Biden went on a road trip and he came back and said, what is going on here?
I think he's got his other issues going on right now, but I think he's making a big mistake. What does Joe Biden bring to the table that the others don't? That he does have a more moderate record from there. I think he should be standing on that. And instead, he's apologizing for everything. He's trying to look so woke.
What's he apologizing for?
Well, he apologized. He called Mike Pence a decent guy, and then he had to backtrack on that when Cynthia Nixon attacked him. And I think he's been very defensive about earlier votes that he had and his handling of the Anita Hill. I think that if I were Joe Biden, I'd be going the other way. Say, wait a minute, I have a long record in moderation. This is what we need to beat Donald Trump instead of
because now the Democrats
beating his breast and saying mea culpa, mea culpa.
We're hearing Democrats are panicked they're going to lose in a landslide. Right, if they continue to go this way. Bill McGurn, we love having you on.
Thank you very much.
Come back soon.
Have a great weekend.